name is Lucas Holloway. I'm the president of the UNL Game Developers Club. I want to be a career game designer. The job specifically, like being the president, just being in charge of the management of the project, and the project itself being the game we're working on. I think this is probably the furthest we've made it into the creation of an actual game. We've struggled in years past, but we're on a really good track right now. And the game type we're making is a Metroidvania style game.
It is a side-scroller, tile-based Metroidvania platformer. The general story of it involves kind of a collision of worlds, if you will. So it opens up the storyline to be somewhat flexible. I'm Sam Adams. I'm a sophomore computer engineering and math major. I'm the secretary of the UNL Game Developers Club. Game development was something I had in mind when I first learned how to program. It wasn't really like a career goal or anything, just a kind of a hobby interest. So when I found out that there's a game developers club at UNL, I thought that'd be perfect. So Metroidvania is a combination of two games. One is Metroid. The general concept of Metroidvania is they tend to be kind of pixelated, but it's like jumping around on platforms generally. It's not really a platformer like Mario necessarily, but more maybe adventurous than that. Definitely more realistic for us to be able to do that with the genre of game we're making. Not all the games in this genre are a piece of cake, but for us, we have we believe we have the tools all the tools we're going to need.
The advantage we have is everyone's really excited and like hungry to work on it and to make the finished game.
A lot of the time we just have work time, so we just time to work on the game. Some people will work on the art side of things, level design. Some people will do the coding. Just a time to get together and work on the project as a group. I like the Portal games. Those are a couple of my favorite. There are a lot of things to love about them because I like the storyline. I like the mechanic. Obviously, it's kind of unique. There's a lot of really clever puzzles. Some of them are really frustrating, but when you finally figure out those puzzles, it's just super satisfying because you just feel like you've accomplished something. Right now I'm playing Bastion. I like that game because it's kind of has a storyline but has a spontaneous feel. Like the ground kind of forms itself wherever you walk, and the narrator narrates things as you're doing it.
A game like Pac-Man has no story, but a lot of time and effort goes into fine-tuning things like the difficulty, the responsiveness, obviously the code with the Batman Arkham series. For any one of those games, you've got a lot more time-consuming and work-intensive. A lot more people working on those individual games. You've got voice actors, you've got like the writers, people that will only work on the visuals, specifically artists, the texturists. You'll have probably somebody who only does textures. You'll have probably somebody who only will do animations, somebody who will only do optimization, like improving frame rate and those things. The world that you explore is basically layers of planets on the surface of this mining ship, essentially samples from different planets, and that lends itself to exploring very unique areas. I think that's probably the most important defining aspect to our game is that hodgepodge or maybe collage feel of environments. I think that'll give our game a lot of its personality.